Happy Thursday from the future. That jump scared me. What, are you afraid of this? No, you're not. Why would you be afraid of the forehead? There's no logical reason for that. Bumberclot! What's up, gentlemen? Ladies, assorted individuals? It's draft day. Who do you think the Bucks take? I don't know. I haven't read the mock drafts to tell me what to think yet. I'm going to read that on my flight today. I'm out of town this weekend. I'm seeing a friend. Did I watch the Sidemen charity match? Brother, I find the Sidemen charity match interesting. And I obviously, I'll watch clips from it. I actually haven't even seen any clips from it this year. I don't know if I just haven't been online enough. A friend? Oh, yeah, no. I was in his wedding. I'm going out to LA for a weekend to see a friend from college, Chad. Big Red Pete, thank you for the 32 months. I appreciate it. My wife asked me, do you think our kids are spoiled? I said, no, I think they're supposed to smell like that. It's a terrible joke, C+. Absolutely terrible joke. Yo, SMC Henry, my favorite Chenry, thank you for the 31 months. Soap McLavish, thank you for the 42 months. The answers to life, the universe, and everything are in your sub message. That's pretty sick. Spotpo, thank you so much for the 46 months. Hell yeah, brother. Congrats on the first sub of the stream. What's up, YouTube? Also, hi, I can see you. I can see you. That's such a classic dad joke. That is a very classic dad joke, actually. You know what's weird? Even though it's actually literally a dad joke, I feel like I've never heard it before. Are you mad at me? I still play FM24. Who do I look like? Miles? No, that's fine. Play a video game that's fun for you, man. Rest in peace, Burnley. To be fair, Burnley's been dead for a while. You know, you can say rest in peace, Burnley, but they've been dead for a while. Burnley's just a zombie that eats parachute payments. I mean, he has a point. He has a point. They do just kind of eat parachute payments, dude. They do just kind of eat parachute payments. They devour parachute payments. All right. Sorry, I'm setting up fantasy right now. I'm getting my screenshots together for fantasy. Give me a second. Fantasy Malia football. And south. Thank goodness you didn't stream yesterday. I would not have been able to watch. I'm just looking out for you, man. I'm just looking out for you. Oh, I got Pargueñas' name wrong. I'm ready. Okay. I think we got everybody. We got everybody on the fantasy. I just want to... I like getting the fantasy... Wait, what? My session has expired. I have to log in again. Great. Clates! Clates! Gadget, thank you for the 75 stream streak, dude. You're crazy. Mablaba, thank you for the 60 stream streak. We had AIM get to the big 50 stream streak. Thank you, good sir. Clates kicked me off of my account. Clates! He must have reset something on the back end. He must have reset something on the back end. Well, that's unfortunate. We'll have that fixed for the next stream, chat. We'll have that fixed for the next stream. Oh, I saw this, Tino. Said 8.33% of managers at the World Cup have been sacked by Chelsea. Why not pay? Because I already paid. How do you think I was in? Something reset on the back end and now I'm out. No, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. I wasn't coming at you, Ginger. How am I going to come 100th in fantasy now? I'm sure we can find another way. I'm sure we can find another way. I messaged Clates. I wanted to get on it. 8.3. So how many managers is that? Right? There's 48 managers. This is 2, right? That's totally just 2. 8.33%. No, is it? I mean, 10% of 50 would be 5. It's 3. It's 3. I think it's 3. 4? I feel like it's 3. Because 10% of 50 would be 5, so 8% of 48 feels like 3. If I'm vibe coding here with the math, it feels like 3. Tuchel, Poch, Carlo. Tuchel and Poch, yes. Oh my God, he's coaching Brazil. Carlo Ancelotti is the coach of Brazil. I completely forgot. And Potter, who's at Sweden. Unbelievable. It is 4. It is 4. Totally forgot Carlo Ancelotti was coaching Brazil. Completely just forgot. Yeah, the fantasy's closed for today. That's fine. But it looks like they made some big changes, though, guys. Did you see the thing on the fantasy app, though? You're going to be able to, play a whole season. Or am I back in? No. Okay. You're going to be able to set up, a whole season. It said you'd be able to set up a whole season. That's pretty sweet, though. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, Rose Senior to randomly join. Hey, I'll help. Put him at the coach. Put him as the coach at Curacao, man. Put him as the coach at Curacao. They had to get rid of Dick Advocat, or they didn't have to get rid of Dick Advocat. Dick Advocat had to leave his job because of family reasons, which is terrible. I mean, that completely screws over Curacao that Dick Advocat's not there anymore. Does anyone think transfer of Vinicius Jr. to Manchester United is possible? I don't think Vinicius Jr.'s ego could handle it. I don't think Manchester United's bank account could handle it. And yet, for some reason, it feels like a match made in heaven. Because they would definitely want him and adore him. And I feel like Real Madrid kind of wants to get rid of Vinicius Jr. and they can't find a suitable partner to do it. They can't find a suitable partner to actually be able to unload him. Connor, thank you for the year, by the way. We're getting pretty serious. On another note, Leicester City getting relegated back-to-back seasons on the 10th anniversary of their special title run is a bit sad. Yeah, but like, I like it. I like that Leicester got relegated. Not because I hate Leicester. I like that Leicester got relegated because it shows that anything is still possible. This is a team that was playing Champions League ball not that long ago. Or Europa League or whatever it was. Who is worse? Tottenham going down to the championship is worse than Leicester going to League One. 100%. Even though technically Leicester City's a much more recent champion. But Tottenham going down as a Big Six club with the Tottenham's resources are magnitudes bigger than Leicester's. Them getting relegated out of the Prem is a bigger embarrassment. But I like Leicester going down to League One. I think they'll bounce right back up. They've got great infrastructure, whatever. But, we saw what happened with Sunderland. Like, they didn't belong in League One. They got back up, worked their way back up through the championship, and eventually found their way back into the Premier League. Like, if you were able to invest in that kind of infrastructure as a club, then you are eventually able to meander your way back up. You know what I mean? But Leicester going down just reminds everybody what's possible if you don't lock in. Like we could see Wolves go down again next season. The championship some people think it's unbelievably good. It's not unbelievably good, but it ain't easy. If you show up without your hard hat, without your hammer and your tool belt ready to go to work, you could be in trouble. You could be in trouble. That's what we've learned. Will it be good to manage Leicester next season on FM? Yes. Bold of you to assume there will be another football manager. The borrowing against parachute payments is funny. Wait, I don't know anything about that. Who's borrowing against future parachute payments? Is this live? Bose, you've actually found the one that's a recycled stream. Batista, thank you for the 15 months, my dude. Yeah. Thanks for the prime. Leicester's borrowing money against future parachute payments. I thought that the World Cup update would be out by now. Dude, can I Google this? Is there any response from SI on this, or is it just people talking? SI only said, yeah, what I'm trying to figure out is what Football Manager said compared to what everybody was guessing. What did they say about when the international update would be out? What did they say about it? No date was ever given? Yeah, but did they ballpark the date, dude? I feel like they ballparked the date. They said it was like, oh, it's going to be in this range, I feel like they said that, but we don't know. Day after the finals, my guess, this guy might be onto something. This guy is onto something. He's onto something. Wait for FM 27, maybe. They said after the World Cup qualifiers that take place at the end of March, they never said they would release it immediately after, nor did they make any statements regarding a more precise release date. So that's all they said was after all the teams were confirmed. Dude, I could totally see personally, I could totally see Miles sitting there and be like, well, we got to wait to see if Iran shows up. And they're just going to release it like the day before the World Cup because that's when Iran shows up or not. All the teams aren't confirmed. All the teams aren't confirmed. Is TTS not working? It might not be. I'll still read it out for you. Daysu, welcome to the Hammers. Enjoy the bacon. Enjoy the emotes. Enjoy your lack of ads. Thank you so much for the prime, sir. How do I feel about Coventry next season? Same way I felt about like a Sunderland or whatever. They're probably going to get relegated. I think the fact they've been good in the championship for years has helped them build up a sturdier base to maybe stand on. But the Premier League is one giant lunge forward. Not multiple, but one giant lunge forward that some teams are able to make better than others. I mean, just look at Burnley. I mean, according to FIFA, the team is confirmed. FIFA continues to insist that Iran will be there. Frost! Wait. The headline has been written. There it is. The 5 gifted subs from Frost Inferno. Thank you for making 5 people's days, giving 5 people the ad-free experience. Silver Wolf, enjoy the bacon. Vigors, Real Soft, Eagles, Kane Man. Be sure to say thank you. W gifted subs. If you don't say thank you, you get banned. You don't get to enjoy your gifted sub. I don't make the rules. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. It's going to be Italy. If it's Italy, I'm protesting. You will get me in the street with a sign if they give it to Italy. They should give it to Bolivia or they should give it to UAE. My personal opinion is Iran will be there. I think FIFA's willing to do literally anything to make Iran show up. But to get them to show up. Like, give them a bunch of money, play all the games in Canada and Mexico. Like, whatever it is, I think FIFA will give them whatever they want to be able to show up. Because I think FIFA really doesn't want to deal with that. I don't understand why Infantino doesn't want to move the games to Mexico and Canada anyways. Except move their venue. I think he'll fold on that eventually. Dude. It's quite difficult to do. I understand that they don't want to do it. Can't charge. Oh, dude, you know why they don't want to move the games? I'm actually just putting 2 and 2 together. The Iran games have sold super well because they put 2 of them in LA, which has the largest Iranian population outside of Iran anywhere in the world. They put 2 of their games in LA, which have sold a ton of tickets. That's why they don't want to move the games. They've already sold like 60,000 tickets to both Iran matches in LA. Have you seen they're upping train tickets to the stadium? Yes, in New York. I don't know why anybody's surprised. New Jersey will suck up every dime that's not nailed down. Now, in Kansas City, it's free. In Philly, it's free. Depends on what city you're seeing the games in. Kansas City and Philadelphia are the ones that I've heard it's like completely free. They're expensing the transportation. Meanwhile, New Jersey's like, we're making you pay $150 to go. Give the place to a small Spanish enclave in North Africa. Now we're talking, man. It's only free in Philly because Airbnb paid for it to be free. Great. I don't really care how it ends up being free. I'm glad it's free. I'm a big fan of Airbnb paying for it to be free for everybody. That sounds awesome. I'll stare at a bunch of Airbnb advertisements if I can ride the train for free and not have to spend $150. I will gladly sit on a stool shaped like the Airbnb logo. As long as the train to the actual game is free. That's a good business model. That's fine. Yeah, we talked about Estevao's injury. No, but I mean, Chelsea sucks. And Esteval basically popping his hamstring off the bone doesn't make them any better. Imagine if we just had affordable public transit. Look, man, don't get ahead of yourself. Now, I think New Jersey kind of has a point in the sense that, like, okay, it's going to be much more expensive for them to do all this transport. I don't understand that, actually. Like, it's not like New York is hosting every World Cup game. In the Meadowlands, which is New York's big football stadium over in New Jersey, hosts events all the time. Concerts, multiple NFL teams. You know, like, they're already running these trains all the time. Like, they're trying to argue, like, oh, we're just trying to cover our costs, our increased costs. Like, the cost didn't increase that much. We still don't know if Italy or Iran is in. I can tell you with 100% certainty that Italy is not in. Yeah, I can tell you with 100% certainty that Italy is not in. Italy's just not in. They're not in. Italy's not going to the World Cup. All of that stuff is stupid. All of those rumors are made up by, Twitter accounts that are like people that live in countries where a payout from Twitter actually is something you can live on, and they're just trying to come up with stuff that people will like get engagement off of. Italy is not going to be in. It would be so embarrassing. I think Italy would turn it down if they got offered it. There's like no way. There's no way. But they're not, Italy's not going to take a pity spot. Italy's not going to get a pity spot. I think the most likely scenario is Iran just goes. FIFA just gives Iran a bunch of money and they would go. What if the World Cup's not happening and Miles is just one of the first people to know? That's a really good theory. What if the international update has not come out because Miles knows the World Cup's going to get canceled? It's like how he knew Football Manager was going to get canceled but months before it was announced. He knows that the World Cup is going to get canceled, so why release the international update? I think a playoff match between Bolivia and the UAE like a month before the World Cup would be super sick. I think that would be awesome. World Cup gets canceled? Hell, I don't know, dude. You got options. We got options, bro. Dude, what if FIFA ends up delaying the World Cup so that SI can finish the World Cup update? There's so many good possibilities, chat. There are so many good possibilities. Everyone will boycott if Iran get in. I mean, Iran's already in. So I think if Iran plays the World Cup, nobody will boycott. Brother, North Korea played at the World Cup. And if we're making rankings of like worst regimes on the planet, I watched Brazil and Portugal play North Korea at the World Cup. You know why? Because even if somebody else on the outside is sitting there looking over and going, you know what? There's a lot of stuff wrong in that country. The World Cup is a place where all of those countries can get together and play the same sport. I mean, the U.S. is a police state right now. Look, I'm all for being self-critical and everything else. And before I step away from the Hassan direction, but I think it is definitely
North
very
Korea
important to recognize there are levels to the game here when it comes to individual, peril in a particular country. Yeah, North Korea won the World Cup, of course, according to the Pyongyang Daily. North Korea won the World Cup. There is no fantasy today, unfortunately. Yeah, there is no fantasy today, Thargoff. They're clearly doing updates to the site. They're adding like a season-long thing, which would be really cool, but it's just not. It's not functional today. Yeah. Whataboutism is the scourge of modern politics? I mean, yeah, it is. But I think it is also, context is always important. Like, one place can be messed up and you should acknowledge that it's messed up, but then you can also acknowledge that another place perhaps is worse. I'm making the mods work really hard. Of course I am. I'm testing their reflexes. Yeah. Ah! Man. Kind of happy no fantasy today. Get too amped up during the game screaming for my chosen players to do something. Maybe we don't got it. We could just shut down the entire chat. Is that a threat? Is that a threat? If you could be a football for any game, which would you be? Anyone with Messi, any game that Messi was playing in, because I'd want to know what it was like to be touched by Messi. What? What? Z, take that back right now. Why? Why? Somebody asked if I could be a ball for any match. What match would I want to be a ball for? Like a match that Messi was playing in. I know, thank you for the 2 months. Worst moment to join the stream, but you resubbed anyways. So you get more ad-free discussion about me talking about being touched by Lionel Messi. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Well, Chad, if you could be a ball for any match, what match would you be a ball for? This is where we are in the league table, by the way. We are flying. We're off to an absolute flyer. We've won 12 of our first 17 matches on the season. We got 2 more matches before we are halfway through the season. Holy freaking Toledo, man. Let's ride. Flippin', thank you for the 31 months on the Prime, my dude. Appreciate you spending $5 of Jeff Bezos' money. We know he doesn't need it. Am I going to go watch the World Cup? Yeah, I've got tickets to a couple of games. I'm kind of waiting for them to freak out and lower the ticket prices close to the game. But I have tickets to a few games. Maybe in Serie A because they barely score goals. What, you don't want to get scored on? Suit yourself. The McTominay overhead kick game. Nice. Do we have money like going into the January break? We have some. Wait. Damn it, Cruz Azul. Who makes an offer on December 16th? Fine. Don't know how I'm going to handle this at all, but I need to sign this guy. This guy is transparently worth a boatload of money. He's a high-quality 5'9", dual winger forward. Fits our team so well.
Or crossbar?
Which game would you want to be a corner flag for? Thank you for the 28 months, Apes in a Plane. I appreciate it. I would love to be a corner flag for any Crystal Palace match so that I could get absolutely obliterated. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. I'm trying to be a corner flag for a Crystal Palace match so I can get obliterated. With the boom. Got to make sure Mateta's playing. All right, what does this guy want? I'm sure he'd rather play for me than Cruz Azul. I say with absolutely zero confidence that that's true. Problem is, we have no room to register this guy whatsoever. I am illiterate and broke. He wants regular starter. You know, that's not that bad. That's really not that bad. I expected more than that. Okay, what about squad player into important player? He's cool with that? Yeah, no, it's a little high there, sailor. Bow now. So the real question is the wage budget cap that I'm sitting on. A 10% raise. Okay, I got to break out the calc. Calculating 10% raise. Salary increase calculator. Oh, okay. Annual salary 1500. Annual increase rate 10%. Years 5. This is what I was looking for. Calculate. So by the end of it, he'll be making $2.4 million per year by the end of his contract. That's something we can live with. Champions League bonus. You get 100. You get 90,000 every time we qualify for the Champions League. If you win the Spanish League Player of the Year, you get 500,000. And if you win First Division top goal scorer, you also get 500,000. Could be an extra $1 million there, Buster. Yeah, but this helps me. If I do this with the 10% increase, it really, really helps me because it like his wage will be lower on the front end. He's worried about the release clause. He's worried about the release clause. I'm going to cry. Okay. In a manly way, obviously. Oh, he's making nearly $3 million at the end of this contract. Up where you are. I'll give you the 300,000. And I'm going to give you a relegation release clause that gives you a great out. If we get relegated, you're out for the exact release clause I'm bringing you in for. And 100,000 if you win, if we go Champions League. That contract had good value. We lowered the release clause by 30 million. I'm really surprised he said no to that. That contract had good value. I thought we added enough value to that. But we really are a little hamstrung right now. We're a little hamstrung. This is the guy I want, though. Gianmarco Villalba. This is the guy that must be signed. Did he tear his ACL? Nope. Hernia. Might have been me. I might have done it to him. Gianmarco Villalba is the absolute super stud that we have to bring in now. Brahim Diaz is going to come up at the end of his contract. Nestori Irankunda is going to come up at the end of his contract. Nestori's got some African going on, right? An African nationality. He's non-EU. Let's go. What is it? Tanzania? Burundi and Tanzania. Dude's got 3 passports. Alrighty. R, thank you for the 6 months, dude. Congrats on your silver bacon. Also, my hey, thank you for the 2 months. Love back to Germany. Hope you're doing well. Do 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 do. All right, well, we're not gonna get Molina. We'll probably move to Cruz Azul, and then it'll be another year before we can go after him. Why is he going to Cruz Azul, man? Why is he going to Cruz Azul? Argueñas is hurt. Dude's going to miss 2 matches with a cut leg. What are you doing once this save is done? Dude, we have so far to go. We have so far to go in the save.
My dad used to work 12 hours a day to put food on the table. Great dad. Slow cook.
What? That was great. I'm going to give that a B+. Buddhist Punk, thank you for the 3 years. Congrats on the Z Bacon, man. You're looking good. That's hilarious. That is quality. Ruben Souza's potential got better. It's because his current ability went up. It's always a bit of a ballpark operation. Ah, Farfan. Giancarlo Farfan. He's played 17 matches with our B team. Should be okay. I mean, what do we want to do? Do we have foreign? I mean, he's one of the 2 registered foreign players. The other one's Rodrigo Lira. Sar's fine. Bessie Runelson is Grieven Rodriguez. Lira's hurt? He got whiplash? I don't know if I've ever seen somebody get whiplash before. I would love a 2nd division team that wants Giancarlo Farfan. I'd imagine these are regular starter offers for Giancarlo Farfan. He's not really getting better, and that kind of sucks. This guy's played in the Peruvian national team 4 times. He's really not that bad. I don't know why the star rating on him is so low. He's got great pace, solid defensive skill set. Come on, Giancarlo Farfan. Yeah, I don't think we're in a position where we want to loan him out. At least not right now. This guy could totally play in the first team right now. He's made 15 appearances in the 2nd division, 14 off the bench, though. He's not actually a first-team player on the B team yet. But he's 17, dude. He's 17. He's made some very nice strides. He's made some very nice strides. He's closing in on where he needs to be. First match of the stream at Espanyol. Souza, Ivande, Atera. We have a match in 3 days after this, and then winter break. So maybe we want to rotate a little bit. We're missing Pargueñas. He's not available. So Pizarro still has his torn ACL. Fjärtoft is just kicking up an absolute storm once again. Okay. Who might we be able to put on the field today? Jahangiri. Cucurella is going to rest for Gutierrez. Want to get Gutierrez some time. Could do Roman. Nah, that's it. Go! Give me a win, dude. First match of the stream. Nah, I don't think I want to do floated back post headers because Gerardo also has Hug's line as a player trait, so I don't think he's always going to be in the box. It's not a bad thought, though, Imno. But he has Hug's line, so I don't think he'd always be in the box, in which case we're floating balls towards 5-9 Urbanic. I'm going to relax him. I'm going to chill everybody out. Everybody take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Fantasy is not working today, no. There is no fantasy today. Wholly unfortunate, but there is no fantasy today.
28 months, 3 kids, 0 regrets, up Melia.
You've had 3 Twitch children, Coles. Those child support payments, I swear they're in the mail. They're in the mail. We just had a huge chance right at the start of the game that we did not see. We had a .27 XG shot. Shake it off. Shake it off. We're good. We are good. Keep it moving, man. Keep it moving. There you go. Gutierrez. That's beautiful. Bongani Van Rooyen in space. I'd like to see him attack that a little more. He's not bad off the off the bounce, off the dribble. Sarai. Since when was Raul Sarai a dribbly boy like that? I didn't take him for a great dribbler. That is, however, a really nice bit of movement and finishing from Yeri Urbanic. That is a really nice bit of movement and finishing. Yeah, dude. Raul Sarai is a great example for all those impatient FM players out there. We spent a lot of money on him. You know, $15 million, most expensive player in club history at the time. And for the first year, he was kind of just there. But he has acclimated and really become what we knew he could be this season. Oh, get in. If you believe in what you're seeing out of a player in training, if you believe, trust your eye. We didn't panic when Sarai was like okay in his first season. Oh, that was pretty. That was really pretty. Mbambo, Urbanic. Let's see if he can make this pass. Okay, he simplified it a lot. Cañete. This is exactly where the other team does not want to be. Angel Cañete. Oh, great ball! Gerardo down to Urbanic. Everything about this felt offside. But we'll celebrate anyways. Clearly on. Look at those lines. He's way on. So onside. He is so onside. Great call, ref. Great call. Great call. Oh, Van Rooyen. Let's not make that worse. Give me Rubio. Go. Van Rooyen's tweaked something. Come on, quick, on the ground. There you go. That's where we need to get it. Jaime Gutierrez. Oh, my goodness. That guy has 2 passing, by the way. Cañete. All right. Good. Gerardo. He's not a great dribbler. Nice Otero. Nice Sarai. Threading the needle between the player and the referee who's decided to join the other team, apparently. Cañete. That's onside. Oh, my. He was on. That was off? The other one's on and that one's off. Okay. All right. I understand it now. I understand it now. That's fine. What is it? It's only 2-0. I don't want to get overly zealous with any substitutions here. On the left side, we're going to make a substitution. I am going to go with Lopez for Mbambo. Gerardo, we got to get Gerardo. Panagiotis, go. Aguirre, get Otero. It's my last sub window. 'Tis the final substitution window, so we're only going to make 4 subs in this game. Just want to get Gregory's on the field. Oh, Rubio. Oh, Rubio! Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Watching that highlight, I was like, wow. Miguel Rubio's definitely fallen off. Holy. Oh, it's a turnover! Urbanic! What a save. I feel like Yuri Urbanic might be a guy like Sarai, where he's going to need a year to adjust to the level of the game, a year to adjust to the country, a year to get comfortable enough to be able to do literally anything. That's a good win for us, though. That's a good win. At Espanyol, not an easy game. Potential pitfall. If we can win one more game, we've got 44 points from 19 matches to start the season, which is absolutely incredible. That is over 2 points per match. we'd be flying. Okay, he actually might be able to play the next match. 9 unbeaten. We could go 10 unbeaten into the 2-week break in January. And then we're headed to the transfer window. Now he's already good. Urbanic, he just misses a lot. Not a very precise player right now. We haven't seen him be great. I don't think he scored a lot of goals that I look at and I go, wow, Park-Wenyas couldn't have done that. You know what I mean? But Park-Wenyas has got a cut leg right now, so we're kind of screwed in that sense. Evan Fantasy costs money? No, I already have an account that's connected and everything. But for some reason, that account has just been logged out. So I've messaged them to get it reconnected. We just aren't able to play it on stream today. That is such a dopamine hit, just looking at Angel Cañete. And he has knocks ball past opponent and looks for the pass rather than attempting to score because he can't shoot. He's literally a perfectly engineered player. Perfectly tailored traits to his actual ability on the field. Right? Mentally and physically, just an absolutely brilliant player who continues to add technical aspects to his game. No! Oh, it's 1 to 3 days. He's fine. He has a bruised ankle that he will likely be able to just go on the field and play through. We also have that 2-week break for the winter break coming up right after this match where we dive into the transfer window. So even if he does re-aggravate it. Cañete's big matches. I actually don't remember. We never looked. He doesn't dislike them. He doesn't like them either. He actually doesn't have a consistency, good or bad, or big matches, good or bad. That's fantastic. That's really fantastic. Because I remember when we signed him, we didn't know. He was 21 years old, and we just signed him anyways. We were like, we think it will be fine. All right, Urbanic has a bruised ankle. He absolutely can play through that to give us this match. John Geary played pretty well in that last match. Who are we playing? Villarreal. Are we at home here? Yes. We are at home here. Cucurella. Van Rooyen is cleared and able to play, so we're going to go Avande, Otero, Cucurella, Van Rooyen, Cañete, Tsurai, Jahangiri, Hirado, and Mbambo Urbanic. Let Eustace start? Is Salvatore injured? No, Park-Wenyas is hurt. He has a cut leg that's causing him to miss the last 2 matches before the winter break. Blood the youth? Why are we blooding the youth? We're not blooding the youth. We could start Salvatore Roman. We could start Salvatore Roman and then just float our crosses. No, I'm not. No, we're not disturbing Eustace's training. Okay, we're only bringing him up for the cup matches. The kid is 16. He just turned 16. Let him be a kid in the youth team. He's going to become a much better player in the long run if we let him do that. If we let him just be a kid, he's going to be a much better player in the long run. 100% you forget to remove the floating ball. Joke's on you. I put it on next match only, which is the idiot-proof decision. I put it on next match only. So it's just because we have a really tall front three. Now with Mbambo's 14 jumping reach, Roman's 16 or 17, and Hirado is 19. We want to loft that ball into the box and let the big boys go get it. The Yellow Submarine is in North Africa. UD Malia on match day 19, looking absolutely scrumdiddlyumptious. This has been the ideal season so far for UD Malia, showing everything that they're capable of. A team that has been a late season charger the last couple of years. This time having a pretty darn good first half of the season. Nice pass by Avonde. Cucurella, good movement from Mbambo. Good pass from Mbambo. Van Rooyen's got the underlap. It's Arado. Defense is all over the place! Salvatore Roman, what a goal! Look at the movement, look at the runs. The defense is chasing shadows, and Ruben Arado with a pinpoint to the Italian Salvatore Roman with a little extra Parmesan. UD Malia leads 1-0. And some people didn't want me to sign Salvatore Roman. Van Rooyen, Surai, Jahangiri, Abbas Jahangiri, Gagnete, Mbambo! He hit the post! Calvin Mbambo's hit the post. Goodness gracious me. Yeah, wasn't it? Well, when you have floated crosses, they don't always float it. Let's make sure the Sarai injury doesn't get any worse than it is. Let's bring him off. Not a lot of shots in this game, though. I had 2 highlights, obviously, but they still have a good amount of the ball. Max, thank you for the 45 months, my freaking dude. Did Mbambo have even one goal? Dude, Mbambo's been player of the match a good number of times this season. He's had a good year. He hasn't been unbelievable, you know, but he's been good. Oh, that's bad. Keep the energy up. That's unlucky. Keep the energy up. It's unlucky. It happens. It's unlucky. You know, we're there on this pass, and then, you know, it ends up bouncing straight to a guy who's got all his momentum going where we aren't going. That's unlucky. Got to be able to deal with that ball a little better than we did, though. How many goals does Kelvin Mbambo have? I don't know, actually. 4, 5, somewhere in there. Solid number of assists as well. He has certainly not been a guy giving us bad match ratings. Jahangiri. Ooh, Gagnete. Gagnete. Oh, there's Arado. Oh, buddy. He was offside. Apparently he was offside. Oh, man, that looked perfect. Damn. Hey, look. You've been unlucky. We should be in the lead. I feel like we should be in the lead. Okay? We're going to be okay. Go out there and execute our game plan, man. Come on, Arado. Hustle. Get that ball back. Over there. Easy. Avonde. Brilliant. Van Rooyen. Oh, this could be something. Salvatore Roman. Arado. Sure, we'll keep Roman out here. I mean, he does normally play wing. Oh, he's got Jahangiri. Oh, what a pass, but I would have loved a crazy shot from Jahangiri there. Mbambo's shot gets blocked away. We have such a tall team out there right now. Bamba. Arado! Oh. Like, the good news about having a really tall team is there's great distractions all over the field. They're worrying about Evande. They're worrying about Otero. They're worrying about Salvatore. If we have Sessa on the field, they're worrying about him too. Guys, we need a little something, something. We need a little something, something. We need a little energy now. Need a little energy. I know we kind of forget that we're not winning here, but we're not winning. We've been the one getting the highlights, and we feel a little unlucky to still be tied in this game, but we are not winning. Where's Rubio? Go. Of course I say that, and Mbambo's had a terrible game today. Give me Lopez. For Mbambo. Give me Sessa for Jahangiri. Is that 4? Okay. All right, we'll do a late game throw of the dice with oh, okay. Maybe we don't need the attacking. Let's go. I was going to say we'll do a late game throw of the dice with Urbanic and just put him in there later. Ivande, Rubio. Bring it back into the middle. Duran, feeling it. Sessa, beautiful ball. Gerardo, underneath it. Gerardo. Duran! Not his game, is it? That is not his game. Hamp up, thank you for the 4 months, my dude. Appreciate you supporting the stream. Would have been pretty sick if Duran just blasted a ball into the back of the net, but alas. Oh, he got fortunate there. They actually swaggered that up. Ivande can play through the goalkeeper here, who should be able to get this to Cucurella, who is obviously very good with the ball. Cañete. Oh, great ball to Roman! Yes, sir! Salvatore Roman! Yes, sir! It's a brace! In his first start at the striker position. We'll keep that in the back of our mind. That's something to remember. What a beautiful ball by Cañete. That vision, that passing. Oh, he just dropped it right to him. Great play up this side, too. Lopez. Cañete. Defenders playing a little passive. Cañete's right-footed. Drops a dime to Roman, who brings it down well. Squares it up. It's got both posts to play with. Tucks it home. Bellissimo. God, Cañete is just the difference maker, man, isn't he? He's just a difference maker. That's got to be our ball. Nice. No weird header, and we're fine. All right, keep it moving. What are we doing? Oh, my, bro. You're lucky Cucurella is so smart. He just moved back a little bit to create the space. Great ball by Sessa here. Oh, great ball. Oh, there's a hat trick! For Salvatore Roman! The Italian stallion in his first start at the front of the formation has 3. Great ball by Lopez. Put him under pressure. Roman reacts to the deflection and chips it through. The Roman Empire is still breathing. Oh, no, surely. Salvatore Roman. An overlooked member of the team this season thus far. Danny Ivande. Otero, could be more here. All of a sudden, the floodgates have opened. Roman. It's Gerardo. It's 4-1! Salvatore Roman! And Ruben Gerardo with a 1-2 game. What a weak-footed finish by Ruben Gerardo. Catches the keeper leaning the other way with a quick left-footed shot. Salvatore Roman with 4 goal contributions today. Incredible. Gerardo with a goal and an assist as well. Those off-season signings have been brilliant. And what was a 1-1 match is what a save by Sosa. Sub! And put the low. Gutierrez, go. Cagnete's been tired for a while. I don't want him to pull something in the last couple of minutes. But looking for a place to hide. Cucurella. Gutierrez. Cucurella. Gutierrez. Cucurella. Lopez. Sessa. Gutierrez. Not a good pass, but Lopez will get there. He is a decent crosser, though, Gutierrez, if he wants to hit one. Sessa. Oh, Duran! It's 5!
You either pick or go bald. What's your choice?
It's 5-1! Look at this for Paul Duran! Somebody hit the song. Paul Duran, he's more than a player. Paul Duran, he's our Spanish savior. Paul Duran, he's more than a player. Paul Duran, he's our Spanish savior. Or something like that. Croginho, thank you for the $5 donation. Said a genie grants you 2 options to replace your hair. Cucurella's or Fellaini's. You either pick or go bald. What's your choice? I'm going to go Cucurella. It's a close one, though. I would almost choose bald. Oh, Lopez. Oh, what the hell's happening? Oh, goodness. What a weird game this ended up being. This was 1-1 after like 70 minutes, and it is now 5-2. Jaden Dans has smited me. Yeah, I don't even know what was going on there, but it did distract our defense, and Dans was able to sneak out. He was almost off. Whatever. All right, nice work, everybody. That was a great win. First 70 minutes, we were a little tepid, but we found it. Salvatore Roman has made a case to be the starting striker of this team. No lie. He has made a compelling case to be the starting striker on this team. Raul Sarai has a bruised knee. And, Villarreal they just fired their manager. So that was nice. They're down in 12th. They're having a bad year. They've sacked their manager. In chat, they have a match in hand. We might have jumped ahead of Barcelona. We will see. It's time for the winter break. All 10 days of it. What a glory. Dude, I had a longer break I had a 22-day gap because of an international break earlier this season. We're calling this the winter break. Teo Bielieshko deal falls through. Well, yeah, it's because he didn't want to talk to me. That's why we didn't agree to personal terms, but okay. Whatever, man. You come up with your own story, whatever you feel like you can make yourself believe, man. Give Roman. I saw Ollie saying this earlier. Give Roman the nickname SPQR in game. The old Roman Senate. I see we have another Rome Total War enjoyer. Nothing new to say on Jonas Fjartov's situation right now. Let's do a double check at our transfer situations, though. It's good to keep that sort of thing, stay abreast of it, to keep it front of mind, right? Any other fancy phrase I can come up with, right? We've got Emil Vitboy. I don't think we're looking for a loan at this point. I think we're looking for a sale that amounts to a lot more money than what we have right now. We're going to go ahead and set him as unavailable for loan, and we're going to hopefully turn him into the belle of the ball for this window. And we have Celta Vigo that are apparently interested in a Jonas Fjartov transfer. We're looking to unload Fjartov. We're looking to unload Emil Vitboy. Fjartov's unloading won't open up a ton of wage. He's only getting paid $500,000 a year. That's why we kind of kept him around initially, but it is the option that we have with us. Now, of course, there's Unai Guerrero and Marcin Zabrowski, who are already going to have their transfers figured out. We are also looking to move Joel Rojas. His value has dropped from $29 million to $3 million. We love that for him. So we're thinking loan. I'm going to try and rebuild his value and see if we can get a nice transfer. Corensis, we are very much interested in a loan. For Nikos Corensis. Bobby Markovsky, dude got called up by North Macedonia. Apparently that has inspired nobody to make an offer for him whatsoever. But we'll try anyways. And obviously in the U19s, nothing new. Nothing new. Not a big believer in those mid-season loans where they only get 6 months to acclimate and they don't really, not as much development allowed there. Clausewitz, thank you for the 2 months. Take Jeff's money, thank you. You've now given away $10 of Jeff Bezos' money. Oh, we got Fyartov doing interviews now. Man, if I had $1 for every time I didn't care, I'd have $1. If I had $1 for every time I didn't care, I'd have $1. I wouldn't be rich, but I'd be right. Fyartov thinks he's better than he is, man. He thinks he's better than he is. It's a curse.
Gives you 2 options. Italy replaces Iran in the World Cup and will win it against the US in the final, or Iran keeps its spot but the US has a 70% chance of not going through the group stage. If it qualifies, it loses against Canada. Choose.
Iran goes to the World Cup. The reason being, of course, that Iran qualified for the World Cup and deserves to go to the World Cup and, should go to the World Cup. So if that's the U.S.'s fate, then that's the U.S.'s fate. Also, they're believed to be ready to discuss a deal that could be up to $65 million for Silvio Mustapic. Look, I love the way he's been playing with the B team and really appreciate the effort and development that he has shown. If somebody gives me $65 million for this kid, I will take it so fast you won't even, if you blink, you'll miss it. All right, if I get $65 million for Silvio Mustapic, like, he has such a long way to go in his development to be worth that amount of money in the open market typically. I'm taking it. But he sees the opportunity with the B team. He's been one of the best players on the B team. And if you look at the second division right now, we literally are leading the league. So, on our way home, way home. We need a C team? Nah, dude, we're fine. Also, I'm loving these, Frogino. But yeah, I mean, look, if the U.S.'s fate is to get grouped, but Iran qualified for the World Cup, they should be there. They should be there. Oh, Youth Intake Preview! Youth Intake Preview! We have a Youth Intake Preview! Okay. Just 2 to 3 days. He'll be back by the next match we play. That's fine. Turn up the tunes. We want good vibes. We'll dance. All right. It's a good intake. It's a good intake. Pierre Lang. Ooh, we got a kid named Mamadou Sila, Pierre Lang, and Christos Dervas. All right. Remember, this is the first intake that we are getting from Magdalena Eriksson, our new youth intake person. We have a lot of forward players that are quality. The defensive side of this doesn't seem to be great. Now, the intake is usually fairly far off. It's a very rough guide, but at least we know we're getting one really good striker prospect out of this intake. All right, Mamadou Sila's got a lot of determination. This person, Pierre Lang's got great ups. Christos Dervas is very quick. So, maybe some exciting guys. We won't know until March. We won't know until late March, early April. But looks like some exciting guys. Need better back line support? I mean, we've had a lot of very good center backs. We've had a lot of very good center backs in particular come through. Yeah, I'm not talking transfer stories today. We are obviously pulling up to the transfer window. Okay, did the window just open or something? I guess. We've brought in Adam Gallagher for $60,000 and Monier Sergerd Anderson we've loaned him back, of course, to Folo. Adam Gallagher has joined us and immediately headed to the U19s. The issue for Adam Gallagher, of course, being that he is non-EU, but we think he offers some serious qualities, and we are going to loan him out. We are going to add him to the loan list. He's immediately available for loan and can't be moved to the B team. Okay. Well, then you're around the first team, Mr. Gallagher. You're certainly not a U19 team guy. Loan offers for Audrey. I mean, yes, this is what we thought we had sorted out initially. This is what we thought we had sorted out initially, and poor Audrey's only made 2 appearances for the B team so far. Our B team's too good, man. B team's too good. Both those teams would be nice places for him to play. Yes, Kevin Castro, who has not, I believe, played a senior first-team match. He was playing in the Charlotte Academy. We brought him over to play with our U19s. I think we'll leave him there until the end of the season. We're not going to do a loan. The 6-month loans are rare cases, and I think Castro's showing development working with our coaches. He's going to be behind the 8 ball because he came in later in his age. All right, Calzada is up for election to be the president again. We will see what happens. I'd be very surprised if Eusebio Calzada was voted out. We've obviously been so successful, Calzada and I working together. Election day at UD Malia. Well, I guess we'll know tomorrow. Registration window is now open. Teodoro Pizarro still working his way back from his ACL injury. Sucks. Ruben Sosa, when are you... Please tell me you just get this instantly and we don't have to worry about it. 32 days. What the hell? I mean, like deadline day, basically. Ruben Sosa will be eligible for Spanish nationality on deadline day. And at the end of this year, he will be a Malia homegrown player, which makes him obviously very valuable. He becomes a Spanish citizen, Malia homegrown. That's pretty great. We have zero wiggle room on that, though.
My friend I liked Beyonce. He said, okay, whatever floats your boat. I said, no, that's buoyancy.
B. Cut to 2042. You join in as Christos you join the Christos Dervas stand of Tingus Pingus Park. Thank you, the 10-euro donation for Bose on YouTube saying, hey, in 2042, our field could literally be called the Christos Dervos field. That's where the youth intake is so fun. Oh my goodness. Nikos Karensis has loan offers from Almeria and Eibar in La Liga. Are those real? My God, they are. Not only are they real, it's 2 bad teams in the first division. That's crazy. I mean, that could just really raise his... That could raise his value so much, dude. That's kind of crazy. All right, Ifeanyi Samuel. He's played a lot or no?
Thing and it's only game 9 of the season.
Played a lot of matches off the bench.
Also, MLS apparently allows Kung Fu studs to chest kicks now without getting a red card.
Who Kung Fu kicked somebody in MLS? Who Kung Fu kicked somebody in MLS? Clearly this was someone. All right, Joel Rojas. Nottingham Forest. Okay, we're going to look at the email here. Nottingham Forest and Stoke are in the Premier League. Köln and Mainz are in the Bundesliga. He's eligible for both of those. Cremonense, Serie A. I think we go Premier League. That's where the biggest money is, dude. There's two loan offers for literally Premier League teams. Looking for mid-season reinforcements, and I am more than happy to provide them. It's the richest league in the world. He plays enough for Paraguay where he would very easily be signable for all of those teams. I think Stoke and Nottingham Forest would be great loans for Joel Rojas to build up his value in the eyes of the world. We got 100 players in our scouting report as well. Well, this is an eventful intro. Francisco de la Cruz, release clause of $12.25 million. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, Audrey, we already responded. Ifeanyi, we already responded. Atletico San Luis have offered for Josep Barney. $1.1 million from Atletico San Luis. Colombian international goalkeeper. Let's see how much money they want. All right, $1.1 million deal done for Josep Barney. I just want to see what playing time he's going to end up asking for when we go to him. All right, Calzada's won the election. Eusebio Calzada. I know all you guys were wearing your Eusebio Calzada pens. I appreciate it. Eusebio Calzada has won the election. That's great news. All right, Joelinton Doig, Brahim Diaz, Amir Richardson, Romulo, Tosun Adarabio. He should not be on any short list that I'm on. Youth contract set to expire. Alejandro Martel of Malia B, who has not played at all. We might keep him around. We might keep Martel around. Oh, Yannick Bernard's getting in a fight at Monaco. He might be on the move. Malinovsky removed from transfer list. Okay, we had a ton of different things that popped up over the course of all these messages. So shortlisted players near the end of their contract. That is the first place that I'm going to go. We're going to go to our yes list and then go to contract status expiring in 6 months. And that'll narrow down a couple of the guys that maybe are letting go that they shouldn't be. Oh, yeah, Andrew Ortega. The fact that he's available, right? Dude, getting this guy for free? Are you kidding me? This is a nightmare losing this guy for free. Oh, and his wage demands are low? Oh, my goodness. This is an unbelievable free snap up here if we can get it. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to blow this. We'll just go to 650 where he's definitely going to be cool with it. Ander Ortega. A great replacement for Jahangiri just organically. I mean, he's just right there. And then there's Angel Simon. I mean, there's multiple guys that we would love to have. Like, Angel Simon is 19 years old with that kind of burst. And then there's Javier from Sevilla. Some contract disasters are brewing, chat. Arsenal, Chelsea, Man United, Sunderland, and Tottenham are all interested in this kid. I think we gotta beat them somehow. And how can we beat them but with playing time? Did we just give him the exact contract he wants? Yeah, I think so. I think we give him the exact contract he's asking for. We put the contract on the table. We dare him to say no. All right, we dare him to say no. We got contract offers for Simon Ortega. Victor Ojevuna is also running out of his contract, and Miguel Figueiredo. Brahim Diaz, 33 years old, over 100 caps for Morocco. He's kind of a figurehead in these parts, but we're already so strong on the wing. He says he looks to potentially add another one. Breakthrough prospect, yes. Who are the teams interested in you? Literally all of them again. Okay, so we're just going to give him this contract. Javier. I mean, this is an all-time transfer window by itself. If we can get Simon Ortega and Javier all for free. If we can get all three of those guys for free, I'm also willing to see what he's not a star player. He's not asking for star player. And with his savvy vet experience, his ability to play two positions in my system, he could try to play a little midfield, but I don't think he has the stamina. Yeah, getting just one of those guys would be massive. Yeah, I agree. Getting one of those guys would be absolutely huge. So we wanted to check on that. We also had a 100-person scouting report that came in. So let's turn up the tunes a little bit and start to jam. Ceramica Cleopatra. I don't know if I've ever heard of that club. But this guy's 22 and plays there. And for some reason, Egypt is one of the very few places in Africa where we don't get EU. Benny Gama. No. Tadley Surrey. Well, I mean, great name. Don't really see a reason to have him on my short list, though. Mattia Friggin. He's an end of contract guy. Sammy Suarez. Transfer list notification for 20 million. No. Eguinaldo. Siggy Job. Oh, he looks really good. And he's expensive, but he's not like there's a 0% chance we'd ever do it expensive, depending on how good he is, you know? Loan list notification of Julio Vasquez. Billy Hayes. Incredible athlete. Can never discount an incredible athlete. Certainly doesn't belong on the Wonder Kid list anymore, though. Certainly. Pascal Clemens. I like Pascal, but I think we're past him now. Mateu Macheca. Mark. They've increased the asking price for Marky Mark. Just pop him on the Wonder Kid list then.
Banker, but I lost interest.
I used to be a banker, but I lost interest. You get one of those? You get one of those? Jonas, thank you for the 23 months. I appreciate the prime, brother. Hell yeah. Looking forward to the 2 years next month. Tarman Valens, thank you for the Baker's triple dozen. The 37 months. I'm going to give you a B- on that one. I used to be a banker, but I lost interest. Christophe Pouton. Yeah, I'll keep him on that list. Nico Rosacker. Hamza Belkacem. Loaned out from Wydad Casablanca, or what? No, loaned from Pisa to Wydad Casablanca. All right, I think, no. Yusuf Latifi of Bruges. He does have that EU nationality that makes him really intriguing. But he's valued at 45 million, which makes it a really tough sell. That guy's off. Sebastian Demnel. He's off the list, but I'm not going to give up on him forever. Gerandi Levant, I am going to give up on him forever. Hassan Zitouni. This guy's already got freaking 15 caps for Tunisia. Nenad Markovic. Definitely not on the Wonder Kid list. I'm going to go ahead. No. He's unambitious as well. I'm not seeing the right mentality in the training. Holy athlete. 16, 16, 16, 17, 16, 15, 10, 12. Dude's, I mean, first of all, he needs to hit the weight room, obviously. But he hates big matches, so. That'll solve that problem. All right, this guy can't move. He can't jump. He only plays center back. I appreciate the rec, but no. Guy's got 5 jumping reach. It's just never going to reach a level that I feel comfortable with. Chris Rigg. Dreads big matches. Doesn't even dislike them. Actively dreads them. Actively dreads them. Dee-dee-dee-dee. Dee-dee-dee-dee. I've been told alligators can grow up to 8 feet. Personally, I've never seen one with more than 4. Not even. What do you even know about alligators, man? I grew up in Florida.
My dad makes giant scales out
We're not
of
in Europe
rocks.
this year now.
He says a tremendous weight constantly hangs on him.
Brookler, thank you for the 18 months. Congrats on your second Twitch child, C+. TTS did a great reading of Tremendous. You heard me. C+. What's the best rating you've ever gotten, Brookler? New recommendation, D's Yansa. D's what? I'm not falling for this again, Todd. I'm not falling for it again. His name is not D's. I am 98% sure his name is not D's, okay? I am not falling for it again. Itumeleng Benjamin. South Africa's right wing back at the Mamelodi Sundowns stays in the S list. Omar Jane. Thomas Servan. C+, you refuse to rate my last 2? You're on a roll, Brookler. What do you mean I refuse to rate them? I just didn't rate either of them? You have amazing timing. I feel like I rate the vast majority of them. How many leagues do you generate in your saves? All of them. Some on view only, though. Just for the ambiance, you know what I'm saying? Just for the ambiance. Miguel Figueiredo. Josephon. What the flip is up, Josephon? You're going to the end of contract list. This dude's contract's coming up in a year. All I see is wasted potential, okay? All I see is wasted potential. That dude sucks. Daniel Okachukwu. You do not suck. You were also moved off the Keep a Keen Eye. Leandro Sepulveda. Defensive midfielder for Universidad Chile. I like him because he's cheap as hell, man. Guillermo Arbon. 18 to 22 million for that. I mean, Atalanta probably can be bullied. The fact that Victoria Guimaraes is charging $90 million for Tom King is pretty insane. Victoria Guimaraes is charging $90 million for a guy. $90 million. Nicolas Sandoval. Oh, this is the short center back. I like him. He plays some fullback, right? Yeah. And he totally has the fullback tools. I want to sign him. Give me a few years with that guy in the B team. I will turn him into a viable first team player. Give me a few years. Zhong Shua. Just love having a Chinese guy on the Wonder Kid list, honestly. There is not a huge logical reason for me to have him there. He has 3 caps for the Netherlands? Is there something I'm missing? I don't see it. You guys got caps for the Netherlands and I don't see it. That's impressive. That's hard to do. All right, into contract. He also is non-EU. He doesn't have a path to EU. It's the non-EUs that aren't from South America that really cause problems for me because I just don't even see the path. Now, Duje Vijic. Do I even know how good this guy is? Not at all. He is 20 years old and sucks, though, so there's that. He's got that going for him. No. Transfer list notification, Enrique Subilaga. Okay, this guy is 16. How the hell did you anger him to the point that he's on the transfer list at 16? He's on my short list. I mean, 19 million is pretty steep, and this guy's mentality isn't great, but his potential is apparently stratospheric, and he's got all of the tools to become an incredible midfielder. Dee-dee-dee-doo. Dead in my head. I'm just fascinated by the fact they managed to make... They had a 16-year-old. A 16-year-old who has now put himself on the transfer list. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
A skeleton walks into a pub. He orders a pint and a mop. Keep up great work, Zed. Thumbs up emoji.
The skeleton walks into a pub. He orders a pint and a mop. Cruzy Lee. I'm giving that one a B. I liked it. It feels like a dad joke to me, you know? It feels like a dad joke to me. Rudy Rade Travaglia. No. Potential's just not there. Roberto. Scouting finished on Roberto. We'll keep a keen eye. Miguel Barros. This dude is 21 years old. He's been 21 for 4 months. He just doesn't have it. He doesn't have the ability. Nothing there. Noble Mendy still somehow staying on the yes list. Love that for you. Alex Lopez, the very skillful left back to keep there. Thierry Demeyer, whose battles with Juventus continue. His contract expires in 2036, and I think he's just going to have a tumultuous relationship with them literally the entire time. Alcides Martinez. Somebody's got to come get this guy out of Paraguay, all right? Or else I'll do it eventually. Somebody's got to come get this guy. Dramana Og. No. It's keep a keen eye at best. It's not yes. We're not fully just picking up sloppy seconds from Barcelona here. Galatasaray's got a real one and they know it. They got a real OG and they know it. Look at the explosiveness. The agility, balance, acceleration is 18. The flair is 19. This kid is a problem. Abdi Shoban. Problem. And one of the problems, of course, is the fact they're charging $54 million to sign him. That is one of the problems. Patrick Abanizio. Quality midfielder. Adrian Antas. Edgar Lopez. Right, oh, this guy confuses the hell out of me. The $11 million German forward player at St. Louis who's like a stud, but he doesn't enjoy big matches. Edgar! He stays on the yes list. We do make $100 million in sales or something. I could see us signing him, using him as a rotation player for a year or two, and there's a ton of value in that. He's worth a lot more than $11 million. We just would obviously need other guys to soak up the big matches for him. All right, Willie Legurn very quickly has shown that he does not have any ability, but he likes big matches. I'm not going to fully get rid of him. Yannick Bernard's already on my yes list. Mauricio Gonzalez, well-rounded, quality player. Not a guy that's ever going to get you in trouble. Exactly the type of player that stays in Mexico instead of going and developing and playing at a higher level in Europe. Yerson Valbuena from Atletico Nacional. Let me guess, yes. Bryce Valade. Said Union Saint-Gilloise. Marvin Schlotterbeck. I'm so glad I didn't take the bait on old Marvin. I resisted the urge to take the bait on old Marvin Schlotterbeck. Okay, take him. Yes. Yes list for him. Andreas Allentoft. Jakob Kaja. This is a really good part of our scouting report here. Some refreshers on a couple of guys on the Wonder Kid list that are showing out. He's left Atlanta to play at Tromsø. He's already got 5 appearances in the Polish national team. Tyler Hilliard-Scowen. This dude's just the truth. Siabanga Gwala, a midfielder from Mamelodi Sundowns. We love importing South Africans. Literally one of my favorite pastimes. Their value is so low. Their quality is so solid. John Jiwon. Stanislav Bilic. No longer a yes list guy. Richard Vick. Adrian Barrere. Ooh, he's bad. Gift Orban, my dude. What's up, Gift? He's on into contract? Okay. He's on into contract watch, and so's Louis Barber. Definitely not somebody we want to go after right now, but who knows? Maybe a little tick in development. All right, we've got end of contract offers out. We've got a transfer offer out for Josep Barney. God, he's asking for over $1 million in wage. I mean, we're not going to register him for the first team. Probably look to loan Lira and then have Josep Barney take over as our B team goalkeeper for the rest of the season. I just really think that this guy, he's got a good mentality. He's got a really bright future. Not with the potential, but just like he's a Colombian national team member. Doesn't enjoy big matches. I think with Lira, we've already got enough foreign goalkeepers. I think now that I'm seeing... No. Walk away. We are not signing Josep Barney. We are not signing Josep Barney. No, absolutely not. Pause. We did. He just came up in our youth intake. He's messaging about Lopez at St. Louis. So he does not like big matches, which is a tough development. Several clubs have made offers for Angel Simon. It doesn't tell me which clubs. Arsenal, Roma, Cremonense, Juventus, Benfica, Cadiz. Don't worry. We've given him more playing time than they did. He's totally ours. All right, Saul Beltran. 6 bench appearances for UD Malia B so far. Andorra and Real Murcia. 2 third division teams trying to give him some time. Who's the starting right back on our B team? Oh, it's Kenny Patrick. Kenny Patrick's vacuuming up all the minutes and he sucks. He didn't suck. I at least think he's hit like the upper limit of what he's got. We're going to set Kenny Patrick on the transfer list. Anybody out there for Kenny Patrick? Look at Pablo Revert. This B team's got some freaking ballers in it, man. It's got some freaking ballers in it. And that B level exposure, look at what it's doing for Daniel. Couple of years of B team seasoning, who knows what Daniel could be capable of. This B team is an absolute boon. Hey, when do you get your nationality? Get the nationality, Kenneth! Get the nationality, Kenneth! I'm going to reject these Beltran offers right now. I'm going to go ahead and reject Beltran's offers. I know we've got a couple of these in here, but we're going to reject offers. Kevin Castro, the 18-year-old, we're going to keep him around. Azir Silva has made 7 bench appearances. This is a guy right here that has not seized his B team opportunity. He has absolutely not seized his B team opportunity, and maybe we'll give him a chance to try and jumpstart what he's got going on here. You know, be an important player down in the 3rd division. He's not seized it. And that is a good time to maybe look for a mid-season loan. When you got a guy that's that upset, or sorry, not that upset, that he's struggling that much. Are we moving Jahangiri this window? We are, if there is an opportunity to move him that presents itself. Mateo Signaris. Yeah, I'm frustrated that guy ended up here. Marvin Schlotterbeck. Really? We're thinking about dropping Schlotterbeck entirely? I mean, I guess he's under contract for a long time. Not a lot of open doors there. Not a lot of open doors. No offers for Gallagher? That's okay. Keep him up in the first team. Have him train with the first team. He's on the loan list. Somebody will notice him. Warming up before a match or something. Somebody will notice Gallagher in the 3rd division, and he will be able to go play and get exposure. Send home. Virus for Panagiotidis. Great. Marwan Atia. Okay. So let's check interest. Who's got interest? Danny Avande's got interest from Fiorentina. Van Rooyen from Roma and Inter. They're smart. Kelvin Mbambo's got El Ettifaq looking at him. Madu Murcia's got Celtic looking at him. Danny Yanez has Nice looking at him. That might not be a bad sale. He is under $1.2 million in wage. Let's ask his agent about market interest. Let's explore it. All right. Let's just see if anybody comes back with an offer for Danny Yanez. We know Celta Vigo's out there, so let's just say we're keen. Despite the rumors, there is no obvious offer there right now. They can get me 7 to 8 million by tomorrow. That's not what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Jonas Fjartov needs to be getting into the double digits. Emil Vitboy also is going to officially be offered out. But we're going to keep it unspecified. I think we can drive Vitboy's asking price up a lot. Pargueñas has loan interest. There is, however, nobody, once again, interested in picking up Abbas Jahangiri. Despite the fact that we are very interested in moving him. Yeah, no immediate intermediary. He would prefer to stay at Malia, but he'd be open to speaking to other clubs. I doubt it. There is interest to watch the space, but okay, nowhere is it saying that he would be mad if I offered him out. So we're going to offer him out. Cue him getting mad. We're going to offer him out. He is going to get mad, chat. Look at Teo. He's 17, but he's still not interested. We tried. Saudi will arrive for Abbas Jahangiri. They wouldn't in real life, but maybe in the game. Brian Lunt is U.S. Young Male Player of the Year. All right. None of our guys won any awards, just dudes on my freaking short list. All right, we've got our contract offers out. We've got our players offered out. We've gone through our, everything. Now, one of those 3 players seems to have gotten a bunch of other contract offers, but if we go 2 for 3 on those guys we're trying to sign, I think that is fantastic. Now, Hashimi has been loaned out for the year to maintain his value and have him ball out in Turkey. He's playing in Turkey right now. If we go to our squad, you can see the loaned out guys here by unticking not at our club. Here we see Pong Fing, who's playing at Real Valladolid. I believe he's getting La Liga runs. He's played 17 La Liga matches. Jovica Ilic. He's got a virus right now, otherwise he's fine. Ian Barca, Ty Never Play Noonan, who continues to develop, and we love to see that. And then Majid Hashimi. Value's gone down. He is not exactly balled out so far for Bashakshi here. Not great, but what are we going to do? All right, higher intermediary. I don't know how this works while he's out on loan, but we might as well take a whack at it. Take away. Hey. All right, we're looking for Kenny Patrick. We're going to unload Kenny Patrick. We're going to turn off his loan status and see if we can just dump him for value. And then there's Bobby Markovsky. Can we save ourselves money on... once we get through this transfer window, we might just seek a mutual termination. And then you're coming up. Sambasar, I'm very sorry you spent 6 months in the wilderness. You are coming up now. And then we are going to our registration, and we are undoing a few things. One... we're taking Jonas Fjartoft out, and we are putting Sambasar in. Sambasar is a must-have member of this first team. We were not able to get him in there right now. He also wasn't able to play for the B team because registration was already closed. He played a couple of cup matches and basically ended up in the wilderness. We're now bringing him up into the first team. It was a mistake, and we hope that over the rest of his career he can overcome that issue. So it's Jakob Kasha. Thank you, Zivrond on YouTube. Another goalkeeper into the ACL tearing factory. As one does. All I can say is, as one does. Yeah, the team's running on all cylinders. It is. And I mean, we're not able to make giant additions to the team because of our wage limitations in this window. What we got to keep an eye out for is because the team's running on all cylinders, there's always the possibility that we get a monster transfer offer for one of our guys. One of the guys that's doing well. And then maybe they could become unsettled, right? There's a sharp edge to that side. Where it's like, oh, we're doing really well. Well, all of a sudden we could be getting big offers. And I want that. I want somebody to show up with $75 million for Danny Avande so I can shake their hand off, and be like, yes. Is Spain a fun league to be in? I've had a lot of fun in it, but it's not like the easiest. Oh my goodness, I clicked the wrong thing. I don't know if I've ever accidentally accepted a transfer offer. I just accidentally accept. We're going to have to reject it and offer him out again. I just accidentally accepted a transfer offer. Ruben Sosa's improvements are there. Okay. Hey! Spanish First Division Player of the Month. It was Cañete in October. It's Ruben Jurado in December. Dropped 3 goals, 4 assists in 4 matches. Absolutely unreal. We won Head Coach of the Month. We are sailing. We are absolutely sailing. Allison is unable to complete the Continental Pro course. That sucks. I just accidentally accepted a transfer offer. Oh, is that Danny Yanez? Oh, let's go. Oh, that's low, bro. That's low. That's low. 2.8's a little low there, Buster. He's 25. He's in his prime. He's really a hell of a player. He just isn't getting a lot of minutes in our system right now. But do we take it to remove his $1.2 million in wage against the cap? But I think, it's the first. It's the first. It's the first. I'm not going to... Now this, I'm very interested to see what they're going to get me. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We can mold this. We can mold this. They've left it open, the fools. Oh boy. This has not gone according to plan. All right, little 0 for 3 on the offer outs. That's totally fine. All right, ask agent about market interest. No, really? Because I just saw one. Be down to the river. Okay, adjust the offer out to $5 million. Jonas Fjalltoft. Offer out 11.25. Kenny Patrick, meanwhile, the guy whose transfer offer I accidentally accepted, I will now be rejecting that transfer offer and offering you out again. Assuming that was a negotiable offer, I've just absolutely battered myself there. $1.1 million for Kenny Patrick. He's a quality player and he should get offers, okay? Who didn't get offers? Vitboy and Jahangiri. All right, Jahangiri didn't get mad, though. So that's good. We at least were able to offer him out without Jahangiri getting mad. All right. Explore offers for 2 weeks. First half of the window is just going to be offering out Emil Vitboy to all comers, anybody that's there. Okay. Meanwhile, we have a match. Welcome back from our 10-day winter break. We're playing Malaga in the Copa del Rey! Oh, I didn't clock it. They're a second division team. Our B team's literally better than them. All right, not at the club. See you later. Get out of here. Panagiotidis is sick. He's got a virus. He's gone for 2 weeks. All right, how soon's our next match? We have the 9th. Oh, we can go basically full first team here. We can go basically full first team, but you know who we're bringing in. You know who we're bringing in. Where is he? Where is that sexy beast of it? So first of all, you're playing left back. Where's the sexy beast of a man? Not Fernando, the other one. Missed him. Chat's probably like, he was right there. There he is. He has a cold? Oh, give me a break, man. He has a cold. All right, Murcia, Aguirre, Gutierrez. That's the back line. Van Rooyen. No, Rubio. Rubio, Sarr, Duran, Sessa, Gerardo, Lopez, Roman. Well, I mean, Urbanic's there. Should probably. Well, there goes Salvatore Roman wide to the right. Let's make sure the instruction held. Yeah. Okay, so Roman's on the right, Lopez on the left, Urbanic at striker, Sessa, Duran, Sarr. We're usually, we're not using like B team or U19 guys for this game. We're using first team guys for this game. That's the plan. So Dimazi Buko gone. Don't they love the fact that they loaned him back here for a year? I'm sure they're really enjoying the fact that they loaned him back here for a year. I'm sure he's really having a good time with that. So Rubio, Sarr, Duran, Sessa. Yep. Oh, do we want to give Gomez a run? Elaine Gomez? Yeah. Concerned by that star rating there. I mean, he's our third goalkeeper. We signed him in emergency after Pizarro tore his ACL. Our third torn ACL in 3 years for goalkeepers, by the way. But yeah, we should give Elaine a little time. If Sosa gets hurt, I don't want Elaine to have never played before. All right, let's go, boys. Samba Sarr. Maybe Salvador's bench? Nah, this is second division team who's 8th in La Liga Dos. We can't mess around with this too much. We will start our backups in the first team, but we're playing our first team players. All right, boys, let's go. Let's get it. Come on. The curse of Alvaro? No. It's not a curse. It's not a curse. There's no curse. 0 curses involved. All right. Everybody, please rise and remove your caps for the performance of the FA Cup, Copa del Rey, Champions League anthem. It's the Copa You may be seated. All right, boys. Some impressive play from our backups would be nice. Oh, play him, play him, play him. There you go. Salvatore Roman. Putting the pressure on, putting the pressure on. Now, we're not at the Tingus, though. All these Copa del Rey matches are on the road. They're all on the road. Good start. Not getting a lot of highlights, but I mean, Matt's stats look good. Where the game's being played on the mini-map looks good until the last 5 minutes. When I started talking, we were playing in a really good spot. Ooh. Long run by Pedro Lopez there. Oh, nice touch by Roman. The Red Rocket getting undone there. Duran, Rubio, Salvatore Roman, Yuri Urbanek, Lopez! Oh, that was so well worked, and what a composed finish by the Academy kid, Pedro Lopez. Brilliantly worked. Yuri Urbanek taking his time inside the 18, finding his teammate who's wide open, way out of the field of view on the other side. And that is a lovely finish by Pedro Lopez. UD Melilla has the lead in the Copa del Rey at Malaga. Yeah, keep creating, keep creating. It's not an easy game here. But that's Yuri Urbanek being a bit of a difference maker. You won't see a lot of forwards that'll pick out that pass. And I love that Lopez actually managed to control that and finish it really well. The other day I was remembering the days at Rampla Juniors. Oh, what a time that was. What a time that was at Rampla Juniors. What an unbelievable end to that save we had. Lautaro Rinaldi, the only FM26 Saint right now. Lautaro the Saint Rinaldi. Could be his last appearance. We'll get Danny Yanez in there. Maybe he can, one more for the road. And Jahangiri going to pick up. Duran's working on his sharpness. No, he's not. Jahangiri is, though. Everybody else stays in, just getting a couple of players out there that might be able to actually help us put this game away with Jahangiri and Danny Yanez. Claude Maris. Away. Nice, Aguirre. Oh, we're counter. There's nobody there. Play it. Just kidding. There's two guys there. Oh, good ball by Lopez. Urbanek. What a counter. Yuri Urbanek dancing on him in Malaga. It's 2-0 UD Melilla. Pedro Lopez, great ball. Kind of an awkward bit of control by Urbanek, but just heads straight to the goal. Bad goalkeeping gives you goals all the time. He almost fell over trying to control that. Pedro Lopez continues to prove that he is one of the great successes of our academy. He's got a lot of first-team experience now, too, Pedro. Oh, no, Rubio. Good save by Alain Gomez. Stay there. Oh, my goodness. Bro, we got dribbled into the sun. We got dribbled into the sun. Bro, he picks it up there. Lopez, Gutierrez, come on. You're not big. You're not strong. You're not a great passer. You got to be a great defender. That is the worst thing we could see from Gutierrez. Lopez. Sambasar cutting inside. Sambasar. Pedro Lopez. Pedro Lopez back to Sambasar. To Pedro. Oh, Yuri Urbanic. The movement! The precision! Razor sharp from the 19-year-old Czech. That is, he's offside. He's offside. He's offside. Calm down, calm down. He's offside. He's off. Like I was saying, he's offside. He really needs to work on his movement. Pedro Lopez. Oh, good ball. Yanez! Oh! Could have been a wonderful send-off potentially for Danny Yanez. Nearly stabbed it home to put this match out of reach. We're good? We're good. We're good. All right, well, we didn't utterly dominate them, but we got some good performances out of Sessa, Madu Murcia, all reliable. Of course, Lopez and Urbanic for the most part. Kind of turned up and did a good job. Sound, solid stuff. On to the next round of the Copa del Rey, and I believe the next round is where things start to get serious, where we're playing other top league teams. I think it's where it starts to get serious. Not trying to give anybody the heebie-jeebies, but yeah, there was no fantasy football today. They're working on the site, and it looks like they've added some cool stuff, but some got messed up with my account. Lopez inspires Malia win. Alain Gomez makes his Malia debut. Thievery. I'm the fox in the hen house. I'm the fox in the hen house. On an end of contract. We got this on an end of contract. On an end of contract. I don't know what Bilbao is doing. I have no idea what Bilbao is doing. They've had this guy playing with their affiliate. It's just been a nightmare for them. He's been a Bilbao B team player his whole career. There's a log jam above him. He doesn't want to renew. Or he wanted a new contract. They didn't give it to him. Free real estate. One person's trash is another man's treasure. Andrew Ortega is coming into UD Malia. Also, we got 19-year-old winger and forward Javier from Sevilla's academy. He has made 4 bench appearances in La Liga and scored 1 goal this season, and yet they were not able to retain him on a contract, despite potential end-of-contract interest from a lot of the big teams. Javier is joining us at 19 years of age. Oh my goodness. Ortega and Javier have confirmed they have signed contracts with UD Malia. He's not able to leave right now. We could pay $1.7 million to get Ortega now. We're not going to do that. We'll wait till the end of the season. We will wait till the end of the season. There is one other transfer we're looking at. Angel Simon, currently under a contract offer from Arsenal, Roma, Cremonense, Juventus, Benfica, and Cadiz. We have offered him playing time. These other teams did not offer him playing time. We have offered him playing time. We believe that'll be the way to maybe get him to accept over those other teams. We believe. Now let's go check the money. The money we can actually change. Watchtower. There you go. I'm going to give you $1 million a year, actually, Angel Simon. All that interest confirms to me what I already know. That dude is a dog. That guy is a dog. Now, 10% salary raise will get that up to probably $2 million by the end of his contract, which is not nauseating. Sosa set to move to Fiorentina. You'd have to pay me a lot of money, son. You'd have to pay me a lot of money. Hey, Marcin Zabrowski. Another success of the B team. Signed for free from the Canadian Academies, played a couple of years, sold for $146,000 after developing into a potential first-team player for Benevento in Serie B. Another graduate of the academy system of UD Malia. Not fully, but he spent years with us. It'd be a $75 million transfer. I'd probably take that. I would probably take that. Zebedee Lawson. They're entertaining a lot of options for the 24-year-old Zebedee Lawson. And I love his name, but he does not have any nationalities that I can work with. Sunderland have also offered a contract to Simon. Siabanga Gwala. Kaiser Chiefs have offered for Siabanga Gwala. No, I don't think we're going to go for him right now. Mattia Friggin under an offer. Loich Williams confident of a move away. Okay. A lot of things flying around right now, but we've already landed a couple of amazing signings, and we might just get another one. We'll see what Simon wants. We're giving him a lot of money, impact sub playing time right away. We got Sevilla. We got Sevilla, Copa del Rey. That's all right. That's tough, but we can work with that. I mean, Ruben Sosa is a good goalkeeper. He's also going to be a club-grown player, which adds value to him for me. So I'm less likely to... Oh, that's nauseating. That's so low, dude. The asking price was too low. They can do this twice. 9.25 million is an acceptable Vitboy asking price. Okay. Fine. Fiartov, nobody offered. And Yanez and Patrick. Great. Cartagena are in an offer for Audrey. That's fine if he wants it. If he wants to go there, then he can totally go there. This is going to be an active transfer window. I have a strong feeling. I'm going to extend Martel. Look, I'm going to be very, very honest with you. This is a take it or leave it operation. Thank you. You are getting a minimum wage contract for the next 2 years to be the backup right back on the B team, and maybe you get a spike in development that turns you into somebody we can sell, and maybe you don't. But that is what I'm willing to do. Thank you. Danny Yanez earlier today wanted to talk about his asking price. We try to negotiate a fair price. Oh my goodness, man. 4.6 million. That's fine. So Vitboy's looking at 9. What was it? 9-ish. And then Yanez was at 4.6. We'll bring an intermediary offer in, potentially, an offer amount for 4.6 million. All right, who are the other players? Fjortoft and Kenny Patrick. All right, Kenny Patrick. Intermediaries love this one trick. I should be able to get more than this. Please. I'll drop $100,000. There you go. Fjortoft at some point is going to get a damn offer from somewhere. This guy drives me nuts. He just feels... Fjortoft just feels stuck, you know? He feels stuck. $5 to 8.7. No. I can get 10 million for this guy. I'm telling you. I can get 10 million for this guy. All right, we're working. Somebody's looking for revert? How are our loan guys doing? Bubakar Diatre, okay, not great. Joseph and Kruma, well, we're loaned him to get rid of him. Jovica Illich, nothing. Ty Noonan's always fine. We already looked at you. Jose Yanez, great idea to sign him. Ian Barca. Well, he's still adding to his game, and he's under contract till 2037, so we can play the long game with him to try and see if we can get any ability out of there at all. David Corral, Pong Feng, Rafael Araujo, Roman Castro, Pau Plaza. Ooh. There is a little ability locked in Pau Plaza. Would you look at that? Monier, Sorgard Eriksson, and we just load Sutsikas? I don't. He hasn't played. We loaned him to the second Greek division, and he hasn't played. Whip! It ain't great. I'm not going to lie to you. It ain't great. Found his level. Clearly not. He's not even playing. All right, Nikos Karensis is literally on a regular starter loan to another team in La Liga. That's insane to me. But I'm hoping that will inflate his value so that we can then move him this offseason. He will spend 6 months actually playing in La Liga so people can check him out. He will pop up on a lot of scouting reports as a result of that. You look up who your top ratings are on the B team? Yeah, I can spot that for you. Saul Beltran, Carrasco, Kenny Gonzalez, Mustapic. Them's the boys. Grieven. 12 days, Grieven. 12 days, you can become a Spanish citizen, and all of a sudden, you are so much better for this. And you can become a regular player in the midfield on our B team. Finally. Friggin' his son. What how you've been treating him over the last couple of months? What, that I'm offering you out? I'm going to go ahead and put you on the transfer list. There is enough interest around you. You've already gotten one offer that came in. I'll look for a move as soon as possible. There you go. He's transfer listed. The move is available. It's available. We know there's multiple teams circling. All right, Atletico San Luis just signed Josip Barney, which means we're probably never going to end up with him on our team. Fjortov did not get any offers. Watch him hate big matches. Of course! I knew it! I knew it! I knew you didn't like big matches. Okay, give me 2 weeks of exploring a $10 million deal for Jonas Fjortoft. I'm ready to leave, so let's get on it. There you go. That's the attitude we're looking for. I'm ready to leave, so let's get on it. Yeah. Oh, I had a scouting report in there. It's transfer window. We get those every week now. Olympiacos have made an offer for Vitboy. Okay. What about $9 million? Offers in for Yazir Mahdi, who's got a lot of potential left to grow into. Good athlete, good mentally, physically, but the bid is $0. Here's the deal, Yazir. Here's the deal. I'm actually going to lower your asking price a lot so that you'll take less money. Dude's literally free. I would gladly take a $25 million check for Yasir Mahdi. And then obviously, if it looks like he's going to be better than that, we will extend his contract and raise that. There's your offer, Yasir. It offers you a lot of mobility. Offers you a lot of mobility. Ooh! Swansea. Yeah, we just got $1 million for Kenny Patrick. Let's go! Deals! Deals! We just got $1 million for Kenny Patrick. After years of mild development and investment in Kenny Patrick, we are going to sell him on for $1 million. He picked Arsenal. He picked Arsenal. Angel Simon is signed with Arsenal. Damn. We went 2 for 3 on our big end of contract poaches. And Joe Rojas is headed to Nottingham Forest for the rest of the season. Audrey's decided to go to Cartagena in the 3rd division of Spain. All right, you go get some playing time. You couldn't quite hack it on the B team, but they will give you lots of playing time to improve your game. Phil Soulfly, thank you for the 11 months. Also, Fenton, thank you for the gifted sub to Justin Misery. Arsenal fan or Tottenham fan? Could be either. Appreciate the gifted sub, Fenton. Oh, I do. He's decided to retire from winning trophies. In his defense, I don't think he's ever done. He has no interest in joining Fiorentina. Also, we'll just check in on Ruben Gerardo, who's apparently making pleasing progress. He's getting a lot smarter. Added a little passing, a little defensive ability to his game. His heading's getting better. He's really just getting smarter. He also upped his acceleration by 1. So Ruben Gerardo is that dude. Audrey's happy his promise was kept. All right. I'm not going to take that. It's a guaranteed $44 million with 33 up front and then $16 million after 50 games, which he would hit. I was wondering what Fiorentina was going to angle to do. Yeah, and he wants to stay, too. We're not going to anger him by rejecting. If we could negotiate it, I was going to try and get, like 60, 70 million up front, and then I feel like it might be worth it. But he's also looking like he's going to be, start? They don't have money. That's going to be a little tricky. All right, Azir Silva set to loan to El Dense. Enjoy your loan, Azir Silva. Oh, they do. Wait, hold on. After 20 league appearances with a buyback price of $36 million and we contribute some wage and they have a % profit. I think we take this. I'm not even kidding. I think we take this. Does he want to go? I mean, it's a guaranteed 8.4 million with 7 up front. I'm pretty darn sure we get that 2 million. Like he's a very good player. He'll get 20 games at start pretty easily. I don't care about the buyback price. I don't care about the wage contribution. It's very low. And 20% profit means if he does develop and they sell him on for like 25 million, we'll get a check as well. The selling wage contribution is literally 70,000 a year. It's not bad. It's a guaranteed 8.4 million. It looks like 10.4 million pretty comfortably after one season. He's going to hit 20 games played. He's a very good player for start. They're going to be really happy with this, but I think we take it. I think it's a decent deal where if Yartov does hit another wave of development because he starts playing a ton, we'll never buy him back for 36, but we could make more money off that. We signed him for 7. So it's a guaranteed small profit with, I think a couple million in transfer profit overall. We never paid him a big wage. He never wanted wage. He wanted playing time. And that became a bigger and bigger issue for us to be able to offer, obviously. But yeah, I think that's a good, it's not what we wanted. I think initially when we put him on the transfer list, we wanted 16 million. But, we got to live with it. We got to live with it. We did not end up in a great spot where we were kind of having to force him out because he was just causing so many problems with the team. He wants Celta Vigo. I think he'll take that. We've got him offering out. So if Celta Vigo make an offer, oh yeah, we'll just take that. I'll just take $10 million for him. Celta Vigo got the money together. Oh my goodness. Are we going to get more money for Kenny Patrick? Nah, it's a guaranteed 880 with 50 games and 20% profit. No, I think I'll take my million. Thank you. I'll take my million. I'm good. Kenny Gonzalez, who's this? Rode? No. He needs his nationality. He doesn't have his nationality yet. He hasn't taken it yet. No. Absolutely not. All right, so what we do is we hit continue once and then cancel Fjartov's offer to start. He wants to go to Celta Vigo. $10 million, he will go to Celta Vigo. It's $10 million up front, no frills. I like it. I like it. Sorry, start. Very creative transfer offer. They had it if Celta Vigo didn't get $10 million together. That's my way. I don't know. At Lazy Lelujo is living up to the name in the YouTube chat, I think. Oh, Aguirre needs to go home. He has the flu. He's out for 2 weeks. Yikes. You try to offer out for 12.5. Yeah. I wish when the old game used to work like that. The old game used to work like that. Racing Day for all. No, I'm not going to send Benevent down to the 3rd division, man. He's playing in the 2nd right now. No. Okay, Guala's moved. Dude, they're just making the same offer for Vitboy every time. We can do this all day, Olympiacos. Somebody else will want this guy. Feyenoord, I'm hoping. Why is... I think he's offering him out for that. Alejandro Quinteros has signed with Stuttgart. Oh, I never looked at my scouting report. I literally never looked at my scouting report. I was like, oh, we have a scouting report. Never looked at it. Alejandro Quinteros is this guy at Stuttgart. Well, because he just moved there. Oh, he was in Argentina. I was aware of that transfer. I let it happen. It's fine. Gil Fernandez. I mean, yeah, we'll go ahead and scout him. Quinton Atiga. He looks pretty good too. Got very, very, very good one-on-ones. Juan Carlos Lobo. 20 years old, good athlete, sees the field pretty well, just technically drops off a freaking cliff and doesn't enjoy big matches as well. But drops off a cliff when you get to his ability to control the ball in tight spaces. That is tough. The higher level you get to, there's just not a lot of space to breathe, not a lot of space to move around in. His asking price is insane. I'd put him on my maybe list, but the asking price, again, is insane. 9 first touch, doesn't seem to be getting any better. Ferran Torres contract's coming to an end. That might be something. He's getting paid over $20 million a year. I doubt that the amount of money that he's willing to get paid is going to drop that much. Driss Rajani. Yeah, I don't think these guys, they're not accessible, suffice it to say. Herman Cano. Doesn't like big matches. Damn, man. Damn. Doesn't like big matches. One of the guys we'd been following. There were hopes. Kamil Kroll, Slavia Prague, $10 million valuation. I think he's where he needs to be. We're judged him to have like no more potential, and I believe it. Luke Baboom! Gotcha. I know I see Vitboy's valued at 2.1. To be fair, Emil Vitboy's value has fluctuated massively. The problem is the offer out just... When we started the unspecified offer out, his value was 5. Emil Vitboy's value has fluctuated hugely. I did see it. Just play him in the little matches. We could just play him in the little matches. But I don't want to be playing in the little matches is the issue, you know? I want to be playing in the big matches, and I want guys that are able to play in the big matches. And so it just, it unsettles me to have these guys that, they can't play in the big matches. If I need them in that moment, they can't do it for me. Jefferson Charupi likes big matches. What a coincidence. I like him. Victor Baby. Francisco Escobar. Yeah, he's still the truth, but he still has a very long way to go to become the actual truth. Still an abbreviated version right now. No. Jimmy Duggan. Solid player, not a wonder kid. Needs to be shifted from one short list to the next. Anderson Luis Finn. Okay, Anderson Luis Finn. Sheffield United's Brazilian. Mohamed Lamine Sarawi, no. Our updated scouting reports on all these guys are unveiling a lot of guys on the keep an eye on list that no longer are worth me keeping an eye on. Fran Villalba. Amazed that he's been able to maintain the level of potential that he's been able to maintain. Zoran Zukic. Pablo Sepulveda continues to be a great striker, now valued at $41 million. Crazy. Kenny Bierman. Sile Peterson from Stellenbosch. Oh, good size. Emmanuel Cunningham. Kind of looks like they just want to get rid of him. And I'd be happy to take him. I mean, not a lot of wingback, left backs kicking around. How do you got... Okay. Guy's like a wing player and then just is slow. Then, all right, he's a wonder kid. I'm just telling you, you should probably focus on pace training. If I were you, I would focus on pace training. Scouting finished on Nildo. There is potential in there. It is not Wonder Kid potential, but he has a chance to be good. Dango Watara, a new suggestion. Love it. Jackson Sunfem, Uganda? Yes. Uganda. Uzam Targalin. Salim Lagauzi. Okay, well, we know nothing about any of these guys. They're probably going to want to scout them. Alexander Federin. Why is his value so low? Oh, everybody's trying to sign him. Okay. Well, then they'll stop scouting him once he signs a contract. That, or we will get the scouting report first, and we'll be able to go from there. All right, Fran Garcia. Let me guess. New suggestion. Yes. And Alex Theron. All right, not bad. Not good either. Are the Bucks taking Unk tonight or UNC? I haven't read my pre-draft stuff yet. I have no idea who they might be taking. I hope they take I hope they take the best player they can. Is that an acceptable answer? I hope they take the best player they can take.
Hey.
Mbambo Hirado. And, we'll give Yuri Urbanik a run. We've got nobody else. Okay, so Solani Mazibuko is there. We've got Fiartoft, who's working his transfer, already accepted. We got Gallagher. We're waiting for people to find him so we can loan him. Parguinas, there we go. He's working his way back. Alejandro Parguinas coming back from his injury. Okay. Danny Yanez won't be there. We'll have Lopez, and then Yanez is the extra man. Okay, we're missing somebody. Sorry. We're missing a center back, actually. John Geary steps down there. Mazibuko steps there, and let's play. We're playing Valencia. I will offer you and the Bucks one Kyle Pitts in exchange for the 15th pick. No. Oregano, thank you for these 7 months. Will you play Planet Zoo again? Yes, I will. I love that game. All right, boys, here we go. Come on now. Levels. Show them levels. We are tied with Barcelona coming out of the winter break. We are on an absolutely rabid run of form. We are at Valencia. This is a solid, fairly difficult match, but the way our team has been playing, we're starting to find ourselves. We've got a nice core of players who've been through the ringer with us for a few years, like Kelvin Mbambo, right? And we've got a nice injection of a couple of great signings that have been a huge help for us, like Cucurella and Cañete, that have filled holes in our team. Really? Nothing? Mbambo. Kelvin Mbambo. We're good. Cañete. Oh, he's off. Oh, he's so off. Good luck trying to defend the right side of our team. Cañete, he's already on a yellow from either Mbambo or Cañete, who've just been tap dancing around him. And, he starts lunging on that yellow card. He starts lunging. Don't start lunging. It's just going to make it worse. Fucking no. Okay. Boys, we should have this. No problem. Nice pass. Yuri Urbanic. Checking forward. Cañete. Mbambo. Cañete. Cañete's ball. Looking for Gerardo. Nice touch. Van Rooyen. Gerardo. Sarai. Have it, son! Go! Go chase the ball around. All right, well, that was just about textbook. That was every pass they needed to make to be able to break the press, and we still stole the ball. Ruben Gerardo. Oh, he's found Urbani. The highlight continues. He's going to punt it off Urbanic's face, and it'll go back into the net there. Vivande. Cañete. Nice. Mbambo. Cañete. Let's get another guy sent off. Make life really easy. Cucurella. Tsurai. Ivande. All right, Ivande. A nice ball. Nice ball by Danny Ivande. Had a lot of space to make that work. Van Rooyen. Oh, bring it to your left and shoot! Raul Sarai is the man that can break it open. Ruben Gerardo with a cheeky little flick to Sarai. He freezes the defense with a quick 1-2. Against a 10-man defense, you are going to get chances like that, and Raul Sarai has the quality to dispatch them. Sublime. Ooh. Cucurella. Gerardo. Mbambo. It deflects in! Calvin Mbambo's got the goal! Mbambo! Mbambo! Oh, the ball in! Oh. Kelvin. Van Rooyen. Cucurella. Oh, he's so offside. There is no way that was on. Mbambo. We have a lot of left-footed players on our team, yeah. Sarai, Mbambo. Van Rooyen, our right wingback, is left-footed, but our left wingback is right-footed, and it's worked out really well. Yeah, he's a little offside. What are you doing there, Urbanic? What are you doing? He's just hanging out. We are so cooking, though, dude. We are... Oh, we are so on. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Cucurella. Yuri Urbanic on a beautiful set-piece play. Gerardo wins the opening header against two defenders, and it's Yuri Urbanic who's in front of the goalkeeper to steer it away. A goal for Yuri Urbanic, and Malia leads 3-0. They have taken full advantage of an early red card. Sarai, Mbambo, Urbanic, not a goal scorer over the age of 22. The bright future of this team is coming into full focus. All right. Bongani Van Rooyen. Raul Sarai, classy. Tons of space on the outside because of the way they're set up defensively. Cañete, Jurado. Oh, that would have been sick. Steered away by the goalkeeper, but what a hit by Ruben Jurado. Who is also, despite the fact he does not have a goal, on an 8.9 because he has a hat trick of assists in all sorts of different ways. Ruben Jurado fits this tactic like a freaking glove. One of the most high-impact signings I've ever made. Good save, Ruben. Good save. Sup? Gutierrez, go. Van Rooyen, you're coming out for Rubio. Actually, we'll let Van Rooyen stay in there. We're trying to get the match rating up. Or not the match rating, the match sharpness. But we can get Cañete for Sembasar. And we can probably get Sessa. He played the last match. We can get him for Paul Duran. Who I think in this type of match is going to be very well suited because he doesn't have to do as much defensive covering and can kind of just play his game. Easy. Yeah, dude, last 2 years, I don't think we really nailed the transfer windows. I think this year we did. Oh, goodness. I think our transfer window this past offseason is the transfer window that elevated our team. We took the big swing on Cañete, which has been perfect. And we brought in Jurado and Rahman, which took our front pairing. You know, we've added two just guys that fit our tactic perfectly. What a terrible pass by Jurado. Guys that play in our system spectacularly well, right? Have added, Urbanic, so that now we've got like a future at striker that isn't reliant on Nani-U, Hashemi. Oh my goodness. What a play! Van Rooyen's header was on target. Nice, Gutierrez. All right, Sarai with the left! Oh, what a save! He claws it out of the net. Why is it Jurado? Are we really out of guys that can take this corner? Van Rooyen. Oh my goodness, Bongani. He's feeling it. He's feeling it. Bongani. Mbambo! That's brilliant! Play it again! That is brilliant. Play it again. Kelvin Mbambo has a brace. Bongani. Van Rooyen showing his quality. What a ball in by Bongani Van Rooyen. Absolutely spectacular. And Kelvin Mbambo, he's a bit more of a do-it-all player than a lot of people think. A lot of people think he's just a flair on-ball playmaker, but he's got a decent aerial game. Oh, we're in trouble. He's off. They didn't get it off in time. He's offside. They didn't get that pass off in time. Mbambo! Yeah, it was there. They just needed to play, it was a good step. Good step by Avande. Played him off. They needed to tiki the taka faster than they taka'd the tiki. You know what I'm saying? You get it. That's ours. Might be another goal here. Oh no, Duran. The Durantula. Sambasar. Mbambo, what a touch. Mbambo, back to Sambas. What a save. He tipped that into the post. This keeper's had a pretty good game, to be honest. All right, Van Rooyen. It could be worse if it wasn't for this guy. It could have been worse if it wasn't for this guy. That early red card has turned this into an absolute feast. Oh, Sarai just got beat twice. There. Oh, boy. Good save. Good save. Thank you, Ruben. Really, the one time I'm like, I'll just let it ride. I'm sure it'll be fine. You know, it's only like 10 minutes of him playing with an injury. A mild injury, and now Duran's like fully picked up the injury. That was a great performance. That was a great performance by the boys. Very happy with that. Yeah, Ruben Sosa, he's not a worldie. He's not particularly great with the ball, but he's very steady. He's making solid saves. Not a lot of matches where he's losing us the match. Sprained knee, 3 to 5 weeks. All right, we have an injury. We do not have Paul Duran going forward. But unfortunately, that is where we must call it today, chat, because I have to go catch a flight. Unfortunately, going to see a friend in LA this weekend. Only going to be gone for the weekend. Next stream is Monday, and we will be streaming all 5 days next week because I was not able to stream as much as I wanted to this week. So we're just going to OD on that next week. The week after that is my 100-hour stream week that I promised as part of our charity stream where we raised 20,000 pounds for War Child. I will be streaming 100 hours in 1 week coming up 2 weeks from now. So all of that is set. There's a ton of streams headed your way, but I am off right now. Love you guys. Have a fantastic weekend. I will see you soon. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.